Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Yeah, the ladies are insane, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, they'll never abuse it. I can't refuse it. Whoa! Well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles. Oh, I headed for Las Vegas, only made it out to meet 'em. Can you feel it? It's gotta be real, then. It feels so good. It feels so good. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. If they tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember. In Oklahoma, born in October, really doesn't matter. Why? Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Yeah, the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it.
Well, our congratulations to Dusseldorf on winning this World Driving Championship. Congratulations, Dussel, on your brilliant victory. I suppose you've won them all now?
That's correct. I have won the Romanian the 50, I have won the Bulgarian the 20, I won the Liechtenstein the 10, and the Minsk 2. You name it, I got the trophy right there under the shelf.
Well, as the Yanks say, until you've won with a stock car, you ain't won yet.
That what they say? Who says that?
Oh, Dale Earnhardt, Kyle Petty,
All
Richard
right.
Petty,
All right.
Mark Martin.
All right. Tell you what, want to see what driving's all about, huh? You tell those older good boys that the champ is coming over there to show them his exhaust pipe. See you in the States.
Here we are with stock car owner Colonel Bullis on his estate in South Carolina. Colonel, the way I understand it, you've got yourself a car and a crew, and you're looking for a driver so that you can get a big sponsor to give you money to sponsor a car so you can make a big bundle. Is that right, sir?
That's right, son.
Well, sir, do you have any prospects yet?
Well, between you and me and the tobacco barn out there, I have secured the services of Dusseldorf.
Dorf, the new world champion?
That's right.
Wow, that must have cost you a bundle.
Well, my great-granddaddy was selling three-legged mules to Yankees 100 years ago, so I reckon we Boluses know a good deal when we see one. And speaking of which, my driver and my limousine are picking up my good deal at an airport right now. He's being flown into California on my private plane.
Hey, Lindbergh! Is that in the field down there? There seems to be one of those long necks scooped in the cranes on the runway.
time I've ever been on an international flight that they didn't have a movie. Claim checker for the luggage.
This is good. No leather either, so I guess I just jump. That's good. Parachute just to get off of the plane.
Didn't have no complimentary drinks on the plane. Didn't even have no peanuts. Nothing. Not one little bag of peanuts. I had a bag of peanuts. Judging from your inquisitive look, you must be looking for somebody.
Yeah, I'm supposed to pick up this guy called Mr. Dorf.
Notice anything?
Nah, this guy's got on a red coat and you... Hey, wait a minute. This is you.
I imagine that when the class was voting for most likely to succeed, you must have picked up an awful lot of ballots.
You got any more luggage?
Just the trunk. I'll get it. Now, this limo that this Mr. Bolus has sent for me, I hope that it's an open one. I want the people along the parade route to see me and be able to throw the flowers to me.
Oh, don't worry. It's open all right.
This Bolus is a wonderful spender. Sends a model airplane, now a toy truck. Hello, little boy. I'm Dorf, and thank you so much for welcoming me here to the... I hope you get the warts. Get the luggage and get the dog down the wind. Nice. Now, be careful of my trophies. Be careful of the trophies that I have in. Be careful of the trophies that I have in the trunk. Can I kiss those a goodbye? Watch out for the counter when you pull that thing up. My Adam's apple.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Dusseldorf, and I believe that the Colonel Bolus has arranged for a room for me.
Pardon?
Dusseldorf, Colonel Bolus, a room. Got it?
How do you do that without moving your lips?
These are the lips that are moving, butterfly brain, and I would like the key to my room if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. What was the name again?
Dorf comes right after Dussel.
Oh, yes, sir, of course. Just a moment here. Here you are, sir.
Okay, it's about time. I also am having an international press conference, so I'm going to need one of the largest banquet rooms that you have.
Of course, Mr. Dorf. I will see to it.
All right, all right. This is the last time I'm going to say this. It's one question at a time. Wait till you're recognized before speaking. And if you're from a foreign paper, please state your questions in English, all right? Good. Okay, pal, I got them all warmed up for you. Go ahead.
I suppose with the crowd this big, we should have them taking numbers.
We got to give up the room at 2 o'clock. It's 2:20 already. You want me to start cleaning up now? I think a dustbuster will do the job.
Good morning, Sears Point. It's a beautiful morning and a great way to start a NASCAR weekend. Hi, I'm Bruce Landers, and welcome to our first NASCAR Winston Cup race. If you've never seen him before live, you're in for a treat. This is going to be one heck of a weekend. Plus,
direct from Europe, the world champion, Dusseldorf. Stock car racing's a team sport. It's the pit crew that provides the get up and go in racing. It's Colonel Bolus's hand-picked crew that'll make the difference in the order of finish for him. Doozle, how about telling our folks at home a little bit about your pit crew?
I'd love to. I think if you're looking for the A team, that this one is somewhere around the MNO or a P. Follow me. First of all, this is Eddie Dipstick Taylor. He'll be responsible for seeing that car is together all the way around for the 300 kilometers. He's quite an organizer. I think the name that Dipstick certainly seems to fit there. This is Tony Jaboik. Joy, will keep that well-tuned ear of his on that car at all times, and just the slightest ping in that engine, he'll be bringing her right into the pits there. He's got the ear of an eagle. Huh? Eagle? I thought it was tuna. And this is Timber Jim. Anything you want to know?
Yeah, how come the spoon leaks?
Probably because it's a fork. Also a very handy guy to have around if you're going to be changing streetlights. This is Willie Davis, probably the fastest guy in the pits changing a tire. He can change a tire faster than you can say, Jackie Robinson. Here you go. Good. Just have to call my fish. And this is Boom Boom. The Colonel said that she's done some wonders for him in his lifetime and hopes that she can do the same for the pit crew. She's learning to count laps. She's up at 6. Hoping by the time the race starts, she'll have them all in. Although, don't hold out much hope.
We have just received a phone call from the technical.
And this is Pops Morgan, our crew chief. He's probably spent more time in the pits than all of the crew chiefs have put together. As a matter of fact, when you ask any of the guys, they always say that Pops is the pits.
Well, practice session moving along smoothly here in Sears 1, but
Look at that, right on the front straightaway. Can you people see that?
it's Pops Morgan. That's the crew chief for guess none other than Dorf. Dorf's crew chief is trying to walk across the middle of the racetrack during a practice session. You can't find any more blatant stretching of the rules than this one. To get that guy over, we need all the officials to try and get him onto the track. We don't want to lose this practice session. Nobody knows how old this guy is. And I'll tell you, what an interesting thing to show up if you're Dorf champion to find out he's your crew chief. He used to wrench on Curtis Turner's convertible when he broke into this sport, and Turner thought he was an old man at the time. Oh, this is going to be tough. Look out, they're coming 3 wide right down the front straightaway pointed at him. Even the ESPN guys are going nuts over this deal, and he's trying to pick up his silly newspaper. Get off the track, Pops. Get off the track. This is going to hurt. NASCAR has its overhead flag ending this session in just in time, because Pops is down for the count.
And what about the car itself? What's the Colonel decided to put on the track for you?
Well, I haven't as yet seen the car, but the Colonel has assured me that it's going to be a piece of automotive.
Well, the pieces are in place. Top driver, cream of the crop pit crew, a lousy car, and a greedy owner.
I ain't kidding you, folks. I got to see this thing even run, much less turn a competitive time. Some new times coming in.
That's number 46. That's Dorf. It's versus just Kuwicki. And Dorf has broken Kuwicki off in a practice session. And he also apparently got the Mike Waltrip. Oh, there's a Waltrip car back out there. Dorf, he's going the wrong way on the course again.
the pit lane right now with Harry Gant. And Harry, let's get your reaction to Dorf as a driver.
I don't want him around me on the track anywhere.
All right. Now, if there was a chance that he could get another ride in NASCAR, would you race against him?
Definitely not. No way will I race against him.
That's a report from Harry Gant in the pits. One of the absolute best NASCAR drivers is Neil Bonnet, and Neil Bonnet has had his share of Dorf today. What do you think of this guy as a driver?
Well, it's questionable if he is a driver. I tell you what, I've raced against every type of driver in the world. This guy can't hardly speak English, and the worst thing he can't do, he can't turn that steering wheel. The quicker he goes home, the better I like it.
As you can see, another member of the Dorf fan club. Kenny Schrader with us in the pit lane right now. And Kenny, this has been a disaster out on that racetrack.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad, but Dorf run about half of us off the place, and the rest of the time he's using up so much track you can't get anywhere around him.
Kenny Schrader from the pit lane. No matter where the NASCAR cars run, Jeff Bodine is considered a very serious threat. But at the moment, the threat has been Dorf. And Jeff Bodine, what do you think of Dorf's driving today?
Well, no question. Anyone that can't drive a race car. He can't see where he's going. Get him out of there.
Would you ever think about racing against this man in one more time anywhere?
My son could beat him. He can't drive a race car. Get him out of that seat.
Obviously, Jeff Bodine has some very convincing arguments. Down in the pit area, Mike Waltrip, Dorf got to you once again, didn't he?
Yeah, Dorf. Wait till I get my shot at him.
That's it from here.
I'm going to make my way back up to the announce booth. Meanwhile, corner workers, it is now about a half hour before qualifying. Take your lunch break now. You Dorf fans, you better get his autograph quick before the NASCAR boys running out of town on a rail. Well, the action here at Sears Point continues in this.
As soon as you can, you're not going to believe it.
Stuart Miller, the PR director here at Sears Point, just handed me an official announcement from Budweiser. And Budweiser and the Anheuser-Busch people are going to provide a brand new, very competitive Ford for Dorf to drive. Oh, you Dorf fans, that ought to make you happy.
Excuse me, Colonel, but could I trouble you just for a question, sir? I would like to know how you lost your driver.
Fine sportsmen, those Budweiser people.
Yeah, well, those fine sportsmen say that you gave Dusseldorf an old clunker. Now, is that any way to treat a world champion?
The gentlemen are entitled to their opinion, son.
The way I've got it, they gave you a ton of money. Now, please, why don't you tell me how much they gave you?
Personal reasons. 300,000 personal reasons.
All you folks heading down the old highway to Sears Point to the races, here's a little traveling music to go along with you. Country music's favorite singer, Hoyt Axton. Let's give a listen.
Jane Dean said before he died, there are two more roads that I'd like to ride.
Number 27, Rusty Wallace, in his qualifying attempt right now. The racetrack belongs totally to him, and he's asking everything of the Kodiak Pontiac. Meanwhile, I've just been informed that Anheuser-Busch has required Dorf to go back to Bob Bondurant's driving school. That's the clause in the contract.
He loved bright lights and good fast cars, women in love and the Hollywood stars. The women moaned and the young girls cried on the night that Jane Dean died.
All right, Richard Petty fans, here comes your boy.
Young man drive like a bat out of hell.
Ricky Rudd turned in a qualifying time right there that appears to have him nailed in at around 4th spot on the grid. But qualifying is not done. And here's an update. They tell me the Budweiser truck has arrived and that Dorf will step into that good coat. Meanwhile, Harry Gant is out there on track trying to put the pedal down in his School Bandit. Here's the official time on number 17, Darryl Waltrip out of Franklin, Tennessee, in the Tide Chevrolet. Waltrip clicked the clocks at 1:41.333. Looks like 6th spot on the grid. Not too bad for a gentleman who doesn't really consider himself to be a road racer. Here's an update item for you Dorf fans. I understand they are unloading the Budweiser car right now. Meanwhile, Bondurant still hasn't given him a graduation certificate, and I'm guessing that the lawyers have had some interesting meetings, because catch this, NASCAR fans, Junior Johnson's crew has got to turn the car over to Bolus's mechanics. What a
Hey, Jim!
Junior, good
Don't
luck.
push the car when there's nobody in it!
There is now less than 10 minutes left in the official qualifying session, and all cars must report now still trying to make it in. We understand the Budweiser car is down there right now, and they are getting ready to put the driver in. Bessemer, Alabama.
See how easy that looks? Hey, billboard face, give me a booster. Oh, no, that's... I got to get professional help.
But never quite like that. 94, Sterling Marlin. Qualifying effort done. A 142.612. And Marlin just off Neil Marlin back one slot. All right, race fans, get ready. Around the facility on the hillsides, here comes the qualifying effort of the world champion Dorf. You're already aware of the fact he's never driven this car before. And he's got to get this car drive right now. Well, I'm impressed. He's already good. This is the last car in qualifying. And right after this, I'm going down in the pit lane to find out from the drivers what they think of this turn of events. He is really turning in a time. Catch this, a 142.306. He's even quicker than Sterling Marlin.
In the pit area right now after the qualifying sessions, and the legendary Richard Petty. Richard, what do you think about this Dorf as a driver?
I tell you what, I don't know where they got him, but they need to take him back. That's for dang sure.
Now, I'm amazed that the man can even keep a car underneath him. You're going to have to baby a car in this race to get clear to the finish line, aren't you?
Well, he's going to have to be pretty lucky just to make the race and get everything going, and we're going to have to be lucky to miss it.
Do you think that's the same thing's going to happen if every world champion came over and tried NASCAR?
I hope they don't try it. I'll tell you that. It's a good time for me to retire.
Good luck to you in the race.
Thank you.
We're down in the pit area once again, and I'm with Rusty Wallace and Bob Bondurant. What about this Dorf guy? You've had to run against him now.
Dorf's something else. You know, he might be a champion across the pond, but when he entered the United States, he lost all his talent. The guy's just in the way. He's really a pain.
Well, I understand he's a graduate of the Bondurant School, though.
Well, he must have been, but when he left the school, I think he forgot everything he learned.
Bob, what happened to this guy?
Well, you have to want to really be a race driver. Now, this guy is Formula One. I've raced Formula One. I've had the school for 20 years. I've taught all kinds of guys, and Dorf is impossible. I mean, you can teach him, but he doesn't use it. He doesn't do anything with it.
Once again, the qualifying sessions are over and the listings are up, and Dorf has turned one of the quickest times. Darrell Waltrip, you have to find that a bit amazing.
Obviously, the guy has money. I mean, he had to buy his way into the field because he doesn't have any ability whatsoever, and I think he ought to go back to Europe myself.
What do you think about European drivers trying to drive a big NASCAR car?
Give me a break. You know, these guys are, well, there's terms for these guys. This is probably a family show, and I wouldn't want to get into that, but he's a...
What about when the flag turns green tomorrow for the race?
Does he know the flags?
I think so.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow. I doubt if he'll even know what to do.
That's a report from Darrell Waltrip's pit area.
Welcome to our annual Sears Point International Raceway Banquet. As you know, Sears Point International Raceway is a European-style road course, which is appropriate since our guest of honor, Mr. Dusseldorf, made his fame in Europe. This year, we are happy to be a part of the Winston Cup NASCAR Series. Tonight, I have elected to speak on the exciting subject, the changing of a spark plug. Exciting because what could give you more thrills than to know that that pesky little plug that has caused your car's motor to fire out of sync has been replaced. To know that once again you will hear the constant hum of your car's motor, uninterrupted by that annoying pest known to all of us the world over as a misfire. Bang, 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 click, bang, bang, bang. How often has that sound plagued a driver or car owner? too often you say to yourself, and I have to agree with you. What to do? What to do? What to do? Let us examine the problem. Our first inclination is to say, oh, no, I hope it's not the timing device, or even more critical, the distributor. And, of course, we pray it is not a cracked block. And so we begin. Because when we pull the spark plug caps one by one, we find that in reality, our problem truly lies in the faulty plug itself. What a relief. It reminds me a bit of the story of the farmer who entered his barn one morning only to find his best milking cow lying on the straw. He approached the cow with some trepidation. Was his only milking cow ill? Upon approaching the cow, he soon discovered that the cow was not disabled at all, but merely resting. He was so overjoyed that when the cow rose to her feet, he hugged her. His wife entered the barn to see this sight and said to him, "Howard, why are you hugging the cow?" And Howard replied, "Because she's not sick." Humorous as it may be, we are relieved to know that what sometimes seems to be more than it is not.
And you're part of what appears to be a record crowd here at Sears Point. Banquet Foods is the major event sponsor. In fact, the race is called the Banquet Foods 300. 42 NASCAR cars make up the field, including 9 Winston West Coast drivers. Normal stopping grounds is up and down the left coast of the United States. The story this weekend, though, if you haven't read the newspapers or haven't been here, has been Dorf, the world champion, qualifying right up near the top with these guys. His performance has been nothing short of amazing, and we'll just have to see how well he does run. Look, when we have seen him in traffic, he's been something scary, but when he qualified solo on this racetrack, it was impressive. They tell me that there is a purple Ferrari parked in a fire lane in Victory Circle. No, couldn't paint a Ferrari purple. Just down below the announcing booth, I noticed NASCAR official Les Richter, and I think I've got a couple of questions I'd like to ask him.
We're here now with Les Richter, the Vice President of Competition for NASCAR. And Les, there must have been some kind of a strange loophole. How did this guy get a license?
I don't know. Dorf is a great Formula One driver, and his record is commendable. But he came over here. He was a total disaster. We're going to review our whole procedure of how we allow drivers to come into Winston Cup racing. That's it. And he's got a long ways to go.
Is there ever a chance you'll let him compete again?
Well, we're going to have to probably have him go back to some short tracks and work his way back in. But he's just a total disaster, and we just can't contend with that, no matter how great he was over there with the Europeans.
That's the report from Les Richter. We're here with Bill Broderick right now from Unocal, and as many of you know, Unocal is deeply involved in motorsports, especially stock car racing. And Bill, you were approached by Dorf and his people, were you not?
Dorf approached us, and we immediately ran him out of the office. Anybody who could become in contact with somebody that's so detrimental to the sport as the Dorf, we had absolutely nothing to do with him. We had couldn't. Back, the question came up, he's going to have gas to run in the race, but since we are the official fuel of NASCAR, we have no choice in the matter. So it's something we have to live with. The Dorf will run on our products.
One other thing that I noticed that you do, and do quite well, I might add, is you make those victory circles work. The hat dance, all the things that are going on. But what happens if Dorf wins this thing and ends up in your victory circle?
Frankly, I doubt if we'll find the Dorf if he comes into victory lane. Everybody else will leave, and I'll probably leave too, because I don't want to be associated with him.
All right, that's our report from Bill Broderick. Right now, we're with Ned Jarrett, not only a former champion and racer in NASCAR, but now currently a television commentator. He's seen nearly every one of these kind of races. And Ned, what is your opinion of Dorf?
I've been around the sport of auto racing for more than 30 years, and I have never seen a character like this. I don't know how in the world he got in NASCAR.
The sun's starting to break on through and warm this racetrack up, and the timing could not be better. We're just moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from our one brief bit of ceremony. And I'd like to remind you that today, singing our national anthem live will be Mr. Hoyt Axton. I ask you now to please stand. Remember, gentlemen, to remove your hats unless you're in military uniform. And now, Hoyt Axton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets ripped the bomber gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Nice rendition of the national anthem. Hoyt Axton, ladies and gentlemen, the man singing it. In fact, while we're all right here, let me take this opportunity right now to grab Hoyt if we can and talk with him for just a moment. Hang on.
We're down here right now at the pit side, and with me is the gentleman who sang the national anthem today, Mr. Hoyt Axton. And Hoyt, you've been a race car fan for a while, haven't you?
I have all my life.
What brought you out this weekend?
Well, actually, I came down today to see Dorf race. I've heard so much about him.
Do you think it's true? Do you think he runs hard or what?
I think he stands up in the seat. It's the only way you can see over the hood.
Okay.
But he's one of the all-time great reactive race car drivers. I mean, I've seen him make millisecond decisions quicker than Clint Eastwood.
Okay, now wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Your money is riding on Dorf this weekend?
I have a couple of $100,000 on Dorf and a little more scattered around other places, yeah.
All right. Well, Hoyt Axton seems to feel that Dorf is the one to watch this weekend.
ESPN covering all the action. I hope you've got your VCR program properly at home. I'd like to welcome all of them, and especially their guy crawling the pit lane, my colleague, Jack Arute.
While the attention is focused here at the front of the pack with the names of Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, etc., the man that may be the sleeper in today's race is the great European racer who's decided to come road racing Winston Cup style. Yes, that's right. Dorf is here to compete, and who knows? He may be a little short on horsepower, but he may go to the front real quick.
Drivers, to your cars. All NASCAR drivers in the Banquet Booth 300, to your cars, please.
Drivers report to your cars now.
42 NASCAR drivers and their crews begin the process of putting them in. For those of you again on the hillsides who can't see it, they're buckling them in. If you've never taken a close-up look at a NASCAR car, it's a 5-point harness, a pair of solid shoulder straps, and you're inside a roll cage. The steering wheel itself
Take the wheel.
I want you to over. Give me the wheel.
Put the wheel on the hood. Just put the wheel on the roof. Do the belt. I just don't think this is right.
Absolute final call. Drivers in your cars. We're ready. All safety officials, all door workers, and all firefighters to your stations now, and please report in on your landlines. As I look out over the grid right now, it appears as though just about every one of the drivers is in and ready to go.
Do you want to do me a favor? Check the manual on this one.
In fact, all of the crews are now clearing the grid except for one. As I look down, it appears that Dorf and the Bolus crew with that Junior Johnson car appear to be having some kind of a problem inside the driver's compartment. Word over the NASCAR radio is the Bolus crew is having trouble fastening the seatbelt.
No. That wasn't so hard, was it? Boys, aren't we forgetting something? If I'm going to drive, I need the steering wheel.
Well, it looks like they've got
Hey, let's go.
Listen,
I'm the put-on guy. You're the takeoff guy. Thank you.
Originally scheduled to deliver the four most famous words in motorsports was going to be California State Governor George Duke Manchin. But the California Highway Patrol noticed he didn't have the right credential on his car when he came to the front gate. So they sent him to the west parking lot like the rest of you. So it's my turn. Gentlemen, start your engines. Let's set the grid for you once again on the front row. Rusty Wallace and Mark Martin. Then Bill Elliott and Ricky Rudd. Ken Schrader and Darrell Waltrip. Alan Kulwicki, Jeff Bodine, Morgan Shepard, Dale Earnhardt. That's the top 10. And they're just about ready to roll them away from here. In fact, they are now rolling. Well, not all of them. As I look back there's one left. It's the number 11 Budweiser car. And that's Dorf. I don't know why, but everybody else is under control of the pace car now and making that one warm-up lap as they head out around this racetrack. Dorf, though, still sitting there calmly. The engine's running. Yeah, the engine is running. And Dorf is apparently now going to join in, but he'll be at the back of the pack. I don't know if he's familiar with starting procedure here in the United States or not, but a smart racer would go right back up to the spot that he qualified at, and certainly not start clear at the back of this group. He's sitting 42nd right now. 300 kilometers when it finally goes green. We expect a two-pit stop race here in the Megway 300, and the crews will be ready for them down in the pit lane. Meanwhile, I'd like to take an opportunity to remind those of you on the hillsides that if the hair on the back of your neck or the hair on your arms isn't standing up just a little bit, if you don't feel some twinge of excitement, lay down, because the rest of us are pumped up. They're coming around for a potential green flag. They're heading down into the 180-degree right-hander. Dorf has made his way back up into the field, so he'll start approximately mid-pack. There's a potential green off in the corner. Remember, it's a 12-turn course. There is a right-hander that they're going through now, a quick left-hander, and that's where the flag stand is, and we'll know if we're underway in just a few moments. We'll watch closely and see if the green flag comes out as they come down. Potentially, it'll be flying in just a split second. There it is, green flag, and we're underway. The pace car makes its way up the drag strip, and 42 NASCAR stock cars barrel into turn number 1, and there's one. Trying to pick out the leaders right now as they go climbing the hill. It is number 27, Rusty Wallace, in front of a pack that looks like they're welded together as they come through that corner. Somebody up into the dirt does, but nobody's hurt. You've got a clean green start, and everybody makes it through 1, 2, and 3. Rusty Wallace out in front of it. It looks like Martin might be close to him there in second, and I'm not sure on the third place spot.
Dorf to dipstick, Dorf to dipstick. You know when I told you to put the wheel on tight? Well, you should have checked it a little closer.
Dorf taps Kulwicki and sends him spinning.
The next time there is an argument about who puts the wheel on, I put the wheel on.
Well, it took Dorf longer to knock somebody off the racetrack than I thought it would, but that's one now. Meanwhile, Dorf now has a clear racetrack
Pit crew to Dorf. Come in. Repeat, come in.
The number 11 car, Dorf, is the first one to call on the pits. This is a surprise. It's not time for a scheduled stop yet.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing. What do you mean the nothing? You told me on the radio to come in.
I didn't mean come in, come in. I meant come in, come in. I meant come in like on the radio. I don't want to see, I just want to hear you.
Have you ever thought of lying on a couch and having a doctor see if he can find the brain in that jarhead of yours? Don't call me. I'll call you.
Just visiting with... Okay, now we're getting him back up. He's coming back out. No, he's not coming back out. Now he's coming back up. Oh, and look out. He can't see from where he's at, but he's going to hit him right at the same time as the leader. This will be an interesting merging traffic pattern. Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd have both got by him, okay? Right around fourth place, there's some heavy action. Here comes Dorf. Forward, forward. Goes on the final tire ball. Number 55, no license spin, but continues apparently with no real damage. And once again, Dorf has struck. 27 Wallace and 26 Rudd still continue that battle. With a lot of pressure off of them after Dorf eliminated Mark Martin because Martin's...
Hold that information up so I can see it when I go by. You know, I have to be able to read it when I go.
He's gone.
My unofficial count has 4 cars being out of this pit. Pushed around pretty well, as we said. Closing up against the leader as we close in ourselves on the first pit stop on our schedule. There's number 30, Mike Waltrip in. Boy, he's had a rough weekend. And Dorf created a big problem for him. A lot of body work on that car. Speaking of the devil, look who's coming down the road right now. It's Dorf in the number 11 Junior Johnson Budweiser car. Mike Waltrip back on the way. That was a clean stop. Boy, his crew, I don't think there's any love lost between them and Dorf's crew. Keeping an eye on the Dorf pit stop right now. As we look down, it looks like he's dropped to the club pit, man. There's nobody else doing anything on this car. Dorf went pit stop in this corner about 17 seconds.
I know that you folks are real busy out there, but I wondered if I could have a little water.
You guys, let's get him some water for his car. Come on, get a house. Okay, he needs some water for his car. Come on, let's get some water for this guy's car. Put it right in there. Put it right in the fuel tank there. Come on, put the water.
Don't put the water in the car. I want the water to drink.
Water to drink. Tony, get him some water to drink.
Well, the rest of the field stopping for much more serious things right now.
Get a longer stick, I'll be back, all right?
As Dorf is ready and is back underway. Look out, Dorf. You're getting into traffic again, and his crew goes back on lunch break.
Nah, gives me gas.
Look out, Jeff Lodine. You're on a collision course with Dorf at the head of the pit lane. Lodine saves the car, but he's off of the course. This is going to cost him a bunch of time.
Buster, get over or get out.
Once again, have no mercy. Mark on that car. Now, folks, I don't keep an official list for this, but I know that 5 or 6 cars have been out of the course because of it today. Meanwhile, out in front, 27 Wallace is taking over the leading car. And is in the pit lane. And Ricky Rudd right on top of him. And this is a picture-perfect weather day here. Are you enjoying today's race?
One more time, the famous Dorf car comes into the pits. This is a continuing saga now.
Give me the water, will you? I got to get in and then get out of here. That's what the pit stops are all about. Get in and get out. Get in, get out. Give me that water.
What's this? Glad I didn't order the hot soup.
Mark Martin, also a good one, but Martin was knocked out by the Bud car. In fact, Dorf is now back underway. Heads up around the track. Here comes Dorf once again.
This is a doozle to dipstick. This is a doozle to dipstick. Come in on the radio, please. Turn the radio down, dipstick.
Take it, Corporal!
Not you, dipstick. The other dipstick. Places are full of dipsticks.
Hey, we won! Oh, that's the ball game.
Turn off the ball game. Turn off the ball game.
Ball game?
Not you. The dipsticks got the game on.
Hey, Dorf, what's the score?
4-1. I think they won.
Hold the sign up earlier, guys. You know how many laps. You're gone. Stupid crew. He can't hold the sign up in the time. It takes me 20 minutes to get a drink of water. I could have gone down to the post office in that time.
But Junior, if you can hear this, you'll like it. Your number 11 Bud car just turned the quickest lap of the race, faster than anyone qualified, a 1:39.800. But he's out of fuel and tires, as we mentioned earlier, and here he comes into the pits. With a quick pit stop here, Dorf could still be a factor in today's event. The pit entrance at Sears Point, around the outside of turn 11, and the number 11 car comes there, and the crew looks like they're ready this time. Over the wall they come.
All right, you guys, come on, get the lead out. We gotta help Mr. Dorf win this race. All right, you guys, come on, let's hustle. Get the lead out. Come on, start moving here. This guy, we got a race to win. Come on, Tony. Come on, we gotta help Mr. Dorf win this race. Come on, he's paying us good money here. Let's help the guy. Come on, get him anything he needs.
I don't see any reason for you people to run around like chickens with their head cut off when I pull in there. Why don't you just ask me what the trouble is and we can get to it?
Right.
Yeah, it looks like the Dorf crew from Bolus is up to their same old tricks. We'll try to keep you informed of that.
So what's the problem?
The left rear tire.
Left rear tire, left rear, left rear tire in the left, left rear, left rear tire in the left, left rear, left rear tire in the left, the left tire.
Don't change the tire just to put air in it.
Air in the tire, air in the tire, air for the tire, air. Come on, Tony, come on, we gotta help Mr. Dorf win this race. Come on, he's paying us good money here. Let's help the guy, come on.
Stop the air!
Stop the air!
Why does it happen to me? Most people pull in, they get their tires changed, they get water, they get the windshield washed, they're out in 18 seconds. I come in here, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And they ain't got no air in the tire. Get away from the car, Pops. Put the hood down. Put the hood down. Ah.
Once again, for you Dorf fans, he's still
Low on oil. Plugs look good, though.
One of the Bolus crewmen has taken the hood back off of Pops, and Pops is apparently now extricating himself from completely inside the engine compartment.
I'm going back to racing now, everybody. Goodbye. I'll see you in the wild.
The engine in Dorf's car comes back to life, and he's getting ready to re-enter the fray. The fray. Look at it out in front of it. Rusty Wallace and Ricky Rudd are just at it, hammer and tongue. In fact, Wallace is up, gives him just a little nudge, does it to him again. These guys do this all over the circuit. Heads up around the racetrack. The Budweiser car is re-entering the fray, and Dorf is loose.
What are you doing? How many times have I told you not to get into the car? Didn't I tell you not to get into the car while I'm driving?
Sorry.
Sorry don't feed the cat. I can take you into the pits. You know how long that takes to take you into the pits? Huh?
Right.
What are you doing with the vacuum cleaner? You're sucking all the air out of the car.
Don't clean the car till after the race.
Hey, Pinhead, can I borrow your vacuum cleaner?
Same to you. Moron.
What an amazing crew these guys have been. Kind of like the Keystone Cops go NASCAR racing. Dorf comes to the pits again.
And don't get in the car again, I told you. When I'm driving, don't be in the car. Get out.
As the Bud car rolls to a stop, there is a passenger.
No.
And rushing to the car is Pops Morgan.
Pops, don't.
Catch that window for you.
Don't wash the windshield. Don't leave the windshield alone.
You know, this particular outfit is Here he comes after what? Stop number 9? This time, as Dorf re-enters the racetrack, there's a giant hole in traffic, and nobody else gets forced off on the road.
He's gone.
Dorf now, all alone as he climbs the hill, bound for the lead on the other side of the racetrack. And it has been a good one all day. And so, the world champion is close to all support.
This is the Doozle the Pit Crew. Doozle the Pit Crew, come in.
Hello, pit crew. Come in. This is a doozle. Come in. Somebody come in. Hello.
I am sorry, sir. This line is temporarily out of order.
You mean that the line is out of order? We paid the bills and everything. Either give me the pit crew or you can take the equipment and stop it. Hello. Does anybody hear me back there at the crew?
Somebody come in the pit, will ya? You know where I can get a good pit crew? Guess not.
As we look out on the racetrack, I can account for every one of the cars except for Dorf.
I don't know where Dorf has gone. We're going to have to see if we can figure out...
Wait a minute. Security just informed me that the Budweiser car blew through the exit at gate 7
and is gone from the racetrack.
Hello, dipstick. We got trouble here. We got trouble because I used to be on the pavement. Now I'm on the dirt. That's the trouble we got. Where are we? Try to find me.
What?
Never mind, I'll find myself.
Did you say 1 inch equals 5 miles? Good. 2 inches from the track. That's great. Here.
I don't know. Don't ask me where I am. I don't know. If I knew where I was, I would tell you.
This is pit crew to Dorf. Pit crew to Dorf. Come in. Repeat, come in.
Stop telling me to come in. Who wrapped fish in this map?
In my years around racing, I've seen sprint cars go over the wall, but I've never had a NASCAR car go AWOL.
Now, let's see here. If I can get the streets assigned. 4th and the Kumquat. Must be on here somewhere. List. Get this map out of my face!
You need a map for the race?
No, I don't need a map for the...
I don't see why you need a map. You just go around, don't you?
Shut up, will you? If I want to talk to you, I told you, I'll call you on the radio. Don't talk to me, I'll call you.
May I take your order, please?
What?
Special on circus burgers.
What are you talking about? A circus burger?
Right, push it down for 1 circus burger. Want a chuckle cup?
What are you babbling about? Dag! I don't want a circus burger or a chuckle cup.
Tony wants a super circus burger with cheese and You want to take Boom Boom's order?
Want a side of funny fries?
Shut up. Everybody, shut up.
You want an order of lion lumps?
Shut up. I don't want anything.
Then please drive forward. Don't run the cloud over!
God.
See if they have any lion lumps for dessert.
I got your lion.
Instead, Ricky Rudd, Rusty Wallace, Billy Lane, and Dale are in that order as it has been for about the last four laps. But it can't avoid a minute instead of just checking it out by nose. We're still missing that guy they call Dorf, the world champion. But his crew is standing by, they're still ready, and here's a further note. They tell me Junior Johnson will not comment on any of this. In fact, he won't even let people know he's locked in the truck. By the way, those sirens that you're hearing, I can see it now. It's in a parade bringing Dorf back to the racetrack. I've seen it here. They're on the wrong way on the track. And that's every race car that's definitely behind it.
Well, this really does it.
Do you know how fast you were driving?
No, actually, I don't. You know, the crew has timed me anywhere from 118 to 11. They're about the dumbest bunch I've ever seen.
Driving the wrong way on a one-way track. The way I see it, you're about as stupid as your crew.
Did the ticket?
It's directions on how to get back to the pit. Have a nice day.
Final round of pit stops in the Banquet 300 right now. 75, Morgan Shepherd out of Conner, North Carolina comes to a stop. The crew attacks the car, and there are obvious Dorf marks all over the side of the vehicle. But he's still running and listed in the 7th place spot. The Mountain boys getting him back on the ground and out of here. The Dorf, number 11, Budweiser car also calls on the pits, and I know this one's got to be for at least fuel anyway. He's been going a long time.
Yes.
There may be a few others coming in for their
Where?
final splash and goes, which normally just takes a few seconds.
Where?
This is down to the latter
Where, my simple-minded friend, put the gas in the tank. I know you're not used to dealing with the logic, but there is a tank in the car for the gas. So why don't we just throw the guesswork to the wind, use the logic, and put the gas into the tank?
That gas for you.
Ah.
Fill her up.
Yes!
How about those Dodgers?
I don't care!
They're timing us with the sundial out here.
High test or regular?
High test, I want high test.
And free koala bear with Phillip. Wanna? Whoa.
No, I don't want a free koala bear.
Cash or charge? He's gone.
Going high.
my turn signal?
Dorf has knocked off our two leaders, and he continues. And now he tangles with Dave Marcus, number 71, and Marcus ends up on the short end.
Get off the road! Get off! Get on the road!
Morgan causes another three-car accident.
Hey, Dorf, you know how many cars you knocked off the track? I think it's 11.
I'm getting reports of cars off everywhere.
That's an even dozen.
Boom, boom. Get dressed.
Turn 11, one car off right now. Now another one. There's a third car going off. There's something really strange in turn 11. I've never seen anything like it. Richard Petty has spun in turn 11. Now there's 7 of them off in turn 11. Dorf himself goes up through the corner and knocks off Dick Trickle in the number 84.
Fellas, look, he's winning good.
Well, this is it. I've got race cars crashed all over this racetrack. I don't think there's any one of them left running. Wait a minute. There's one. It's the Budweiser car.
And it's Dorf, and he's headed towards the finish line. The only running car. They're going to be giving him the yellow flag. Wait a minute. The flag is rolled out of his hands, and I don't know why he's reaching for the checker. Maybe what flag he's got left.
We won the race. Hey, fellas, we won.
So what's the big deal about driving stock cars? Sunday drive. One hand.
There are men of cars almost everywhere on this racetrack right now. But I would like to point out, not one report of an injury so far. Please stay back off of the racetrack.
Let's go get the Dorf. Let's go get that Dorf guy.
Dennis, give me a big wrench. I can go fix this problem over here.
We'll probably be with them for at least a half hour. Timing and scoring has some problems to straighten out there, and most money will be withheld. Let's go to Victory Circle.
Excuse me, Mr. Dorf, could you tell us how it is to win another one, sir?
Well, basically, the way
Mr.
Do you want to get me up out of here?
I felt basically that the car ran real well. I was just sorry that some of the other guys didn't get a chance to finish, but that's why the best man always wins there. Excuse me. Are those people with you?
What people?
Ah, get me out of there.
I've seen a lot of races, but never one like this one. And I don't know if you can see it out there, but hanging off of a mooring line on the Goodyear flip is Dorf. And it might be the safest way out of here.
Oh, no. Another one of these is Super Saver flights. I'm going to trade my ticket in. It's the last time I go coach.